Jocko, my boss is incredibly controlling and egomaniacal.
I like him already.
Egomaniac, huh? You like that? I've attempted to use extreme ownership in dealing with the people under me, but my boss has reprimanded me for leading. He has said he gets to do all the leading because he's the one in charge, quote unquote, and his job title is higher than mine. I've had that happen to me before, by the way. If I could continue to try to lead, my responsibilities will be taken away. If I step back into the shadows, I won't make an impact on the people under me. What should I do?
So it's black and white.
Yeah.
Right. In his mind.
Seems that way.
You can either step up and lead and get fired, or step in the shadows and do nothing, and everyone will suffer. It's not that way, right? It's not black and white. And actually start by putting your own ego in check. Because you're calling someone egomaniacal, but your ego is being touched a little bit here. Being rubbed the wrong way a little bit, because you want to lead, and when you get told don't lead, it offends you.
Yeah.
Guess what that is?
Your ego.
That's your ego. So what you need to do is, maybe you like the feeling of being in charge. That's cool. I like the feeling of being in charge.
Yeah.
It feels good to me. It feels normal to me. When I'm not in charge, I don't like it. I have to consciously suppress it, which is fine. Sometimes you have to do that. Yeah. Like right in this situation here that this guy's talking about. And what you need to suppress is, you need to not be so overt with your leadership. He shouldn't even be able to sense that you're leading, but you should be leading.
Yeah.
You got to be under the radar. You got to be covert with what you're doing. And while you're doing that, you're massaging homeboy's ego, making him feel good about it, making him feel that he is running things. And because you can absolutely lead from the shadows if your ego allows it. Because a lot of times when we lead, we want everyone to know that we're leading.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know that I'm in charge.
Yeah.
I want them to know that I'm the man. Right?
Yep.
That's really hard. When you're leading from the shadows, a lot of times not even the people that you're leading recognize overtly that you're leading. Think about that. So the people that are actually following you don't even know that they're following you. They don't consciously know it. Maybe if they were to break down and you give them like a, hey, who do you think is actually giving you instruction? They go, well, I think that might be probably that. Seems like it's Echo. Okay. But they don't like consciously think about it. So that's what you need to do. You need to suppress your overt leadership, not step on the boss's toes, massage his ego a little bit. Because if you do get your response, you want to help, right?
Well,
you want to be helpful. You want to lead these people in a great way. If you get your responsibilities taken away or you get fired, then you can't help anybody. You're not going to help the team at all. So you have to be smart, and you have to play the game to win his confidence and his trust, so he does let you lead. And what's going to do that? When he realizes that you're not going to step on his toes, that you're going to give him the credit. Because he wants the credit. He's an egomaniac, right? He's controlling. So that's kind of what you need to do. Now, this is the weird thing, and this came up at the muster. People don't want to hear me say that. People don't want to hear me say that. People don't want to hear me say that if I come up against a boss with a big ego, what you need to do is back down. People don't want to hear me say that. They want to hear me say, if you come up against someone with a big ego, what you do is you bow up to them and you show them that they ain't got nothing on you.
Yeah, don't back down to that.
Don't back down to that guy with a big ego. That's weak.
Yo, it's true.
And when I said at the muster, I said, listen, because I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. People are like, oh, yeah, I guess Jocko isn't always as hardcore as I thought he was, because he's going to back down to somebody with a big ego.
Yep.
And I said, guess what, people? This is why you feel that way. If there was a machine gun nest on a hill, and there was a bad guy in there, and he's killing a bunch of people, shooting that machine gun, and everyone in the room wants to look at Jocko and say, Jocko's brave, and Jocko's tough, and Jocko's going to charge that machine gun nest and take that guy out. Well, guess what? A machine gun, belt-fed weapon in an elevated position, bunkered in, I'm not going to take that guy out. I can't. It's a heavily defended position. I can't do that. So what Jocko does is backs down. I hide.
Sure.
I get behind cover so I don't die. Once I've gotten behind cover so I don't die, I look at Echo and I say, Echo, stay here, shoot some rounds at this guy occasionally, distract him. I'm going to flank him. So Echo's going to keep under cover himself. He's going to pling some rounds up at the machine gun nest. While he's doing that, I'm going to scurry away like a little baby, like a little sneaky little squirrel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go around to the flank because the machine gun is in a bunker, right? Mm-hmm. So he can't see out the sides. I'm coming up the side. I'm going to get right up the side. I'm going to toss a grenade in there and kill him. I'm going to take out the ego. Mm-hmm. But I didn't do it going head on.
Yeah.
So what happens is people come up against this big ego and they want to be the hero and they want to be aggressive and they want to the default aggressive. Jocko, you say you got a chapter in your book, default aggressive, man. Yeah. I'm going to be default aggressive against that ego. Yeah. Wrong answer.
Yeah.
The right answer is indirect warfare. The right answer is maneuver warfare. The right answer is you flank these people. Mm-hmm. And by the way, if I do charge that machine gun nest or I do attack that guy's ego, guess what? I die or I get fired and now I'm no good to anybody.
Yeah.
So it's people have this desire to be the strong hero.
Yeah.
And you have to fight that. That's your ego. That's my ego charging the machine gun nest. I'm going to go do this.
Yeah.
I'm the man. No, I'm actually not the man. It's a machine gun in an elevated position. I'm going to die.
Yeah.
You have to be smart.
Yeah. Like on...
don't attack the ego head on. Don't attack heavily defended positions head on, period.
Like you said in Training Day. You ever watch that movie? Training Day?
No.
Come on, bro. You watched it. Anyway, he says, the shit is chess, not checkers.
He's not the first person that ever said that.
I know,
bro.
but it was dope when he said it, in my opinion. Nonetheless, yeah. So default aggressive isn't default aggressive head to head. It's default aggressive in being effective.
Yes, it is.
That's really you're effective or ineffective at the end of the day.
You've been to the muster.
I've been. I listen. Leif knows what he's talking about.
I like that.